chance for an early statement here on the road. Swift will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Eagles are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. Defensively, they told us that the top priority was defending option plays this week. But here on the very first drive, the defense broke down a bit.
It certainly did, and it's really not a surprise because defending option football is difficult. You have to think too much. Most of the time, you just react to what you see and you play fast. Here you're reacting, you're processing. Do I have the back? Do I have the
I'm trash for that.
And next thing you know, he's in the end zone.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. No run back here for Duvernay. Touchback out to the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, and lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
They go play action with Jackson. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 59 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. Throwing out left and finding Likely. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jackson. Touchdown! Rashad Bateman on a touchdown throw from Lamar Jackson. And the Ravens are an extra point away now from moving out in front. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's no good. He missed it. And the game remains tied. Oh, boy. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So and
he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Brown, the motion man right. Here's Swift. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. Being chased out left. Oh, poor decision there, and it's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Ravens are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. All tied up, 6-6, our score after one. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Here comes third down and 7.
That's a game of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Ravens first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allow him to convert on 4th and long. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And the tight end goes in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Eagles will take over here just shy of the 30. So consecutive interceptions here early on in this one, and maybe setting the tone, Charles, for a game where the defense really takes center stage.
And don't you think that both offenses are really catching a bit from their coaching staff about avoiding these turnovers that we've seen early? I think both teams are trying to find an advantage. We know that.
There he goes, left side. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 71 yards. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead, a really easy, quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
And oh, he clanks it off the right upright, and it's no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Yeah, can he put it aside? Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll start out here with the option left. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. So not his arm, but hurting him with his legs. A gain of 19 on the keeper and a first down. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield, everyone trying to account for someone. But unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield. And he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now we'll get a late timeout. as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Now flags come in before the kick. Clearly there was contact. Who was at fault? So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. So it was the defense that jumped, and that'll move them 5 yards closer.
Wonder how they did it. Or if they twitched a little bit up front, you know, a little subtle head movement the officials didn't detect, but they got it done. Now they're 5 yards closer for their field goal attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good, and you can bump the lead up to 9. It's 15-6. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
On the return, it's Flowers. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
We're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. This is Smith with the ground. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Smith, the man in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeAndre Swift, an 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to extend their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Elliott on for the extra point. So he missed his first 2, but this time it's good, and that'll extend the lead.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And that'll be complete to Dobbins. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones in a first down.
That's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Play action. Now Jackson.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34. Jackson now.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up second.
Jackson will throw again.
At the Eagles' 26-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Reed Blankenship.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick-6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 23.
29. Ravens 6.
Yeah, the touchdown apparently wasn't enough. They're going to go for the onside kick here. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. The risk-reward of the onside kick. When you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling. And whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the baby, trying to get paid. Look what I made. Thousands of people are knowing this Jay. I never change. Can put myself back in the minimum wage. Gotta keep all in this crunch time. Eating these rappers is lunchtime. You the man only sometimes. End your career with a punchline. The industry told me the front lines. You never mind. Getting money in my bloodline. Talking on me, mine. Keep with a real. Don't want to talk if it ain't about a dip. Made a name for me real quick. Ain't gon' stop till my net worth millions. Going school, I drop down. They try to read when I drive with the top down. Get me on stage, I rock out. Every day money can't break, no timeouts. Change up quick, they signed up. Tryna hear my line now. Thinking I'm come find out 1v1, you dust like a wideout. Studio been my hideout. Can't shed tears, mama ain't no cry now. On me, gonna blind out. Get in the team, gotta pass your tryouts. Yeah. Booming this like Metro, groupies on me, that's fine.